Before I start today's video, please hit the subscribe button, and if you like the video, please click the like button. We're going to be discussing Pixar Fest, which has been going on in the Disneyland Resort since 2018. However, if you haven't noticed it until this year, you would definitely be in the majority of people that go to the parks. I've been a pass holder, key holder since 2018 and far beyond that. And up until this year, I didn't even really know that Pixar Fest existed. Now, what is the reason for Disney suddenly putting a ton of time and possibly money into Pixar Fest? Well, it could be avarice. Disney could be simply being greedy. There's a ton of food items you can get during Pixar Fest. You're looking at a big promotion that they've got right between the two parks, Disneyland and California Adventure. And also you have them at the beginning of both Disneyland on Main Street, USA, and there's another one on Buena Vista Street when you enter California Adventure. Plus there's a little signage throughout the park reminding you that Pixar Fest is going on. Now, the Bob Iger Company, and yes, I'm calling it the Bob Iger Company now. I do not recognize this as the Walt Disney Company anymore. I have a feeling that the Bob Iger Company has a certain amount of anxiety about a movie that is coming out this June. And that movie would be Inside Out 2, whose main character, or one of the main characters, is anxiety. And the anxiety the Bob Iger Company is feeling is that it's going to bomb, and when it does, it's going to cause ripple effects throughout the company. I really don't see this movie doing well. I've heard from Alan Ng, who saw the first third of it, that it actually seemed like a Pixar movie. However, that gives 2/3 of the movie for the Bob Iger Company to screw up and Pixar to screw up. And since nobody is there from when Inside Out was shot and produced, I have a little faith that Inside Out 2 will be anything but a woke disaster. And secondly, I know that families are abandoning the Bob Iger Company in droves. This movie is geared towards girls and women, so you're automatically excluding half your audience, because I don't see any fathers taking their sons to see this movie. There is nothing there for them. So this is a mother-daughter, maybe a father-daughter flick, but that's at best, as you've already lost 50% of your audience. Like I said, I think families have completely walked away from Disney, and that the first weekend is going to be a mitigated nightmare as far as box office goes for Inside Out 2. I just don't see anybody showing up to see this. There's no trust in Disney. And when you look at the rest of the schedule as far as family features, well, around Thanksgiving, you're going to have Moana 2, which is a consolidated version of the Disney Plus show that was going to run about 8 episodes, and now they're trying to compact it into one feature, and then on top of it, they're trying to do something that takes 3 to 5 years in about 9 months. So you can imagine the disaster that that's going to be. The other thing they have family-oriented wise that's going to be coming out during Christmas is Mufasa, the Lion King prequel that nobody wanted, nobody asked for. And the sneak trailer just released this week, and at this point it's being ratioed to hell. I hear it's about 3-1 dislike to like. I saw the trailer myself. It looks soulless. The animation is lifeless. It's boring. I saw absolutely nothing in the trailer that is interesting at all. And worse yet, I think Disney realizes all this. I think they know Inside Out 2 is going to be a disaster. I think the Bob Iger company knows all this. I think Bob Iger knows all this. It's just they can't course correct, because how do you fix something, or how do you stop the Titanic from sinking when you still have all the people on board operating the boat that is causing it to sink? There's just no way to do it. I mean, this would take a Elon Musk Twitter type event where someone came in, bought the company, and basically fired 80% of the people working for it. And the 20% that were left were the people that actually are trying to do a good job. Now, maybe it isn't that bad. Maybe it's only 40 to 50% of the people that need to be fired. But the fact of the matter is, it would take a significant amount of cleaning house. If you just token fire someone, let's just say Kathleen Kennedy, does that fix Star Wars? No, it doesn't. It's just next disaster up, which would likely be Dave Filoni. Same thing with Marvel. If you fired Kevin Feige, they would just find somebody that's just as bad. So there's no fix. There's no faith. This is just Disney throwing anything at the wall and hoping it'll stick. And that is basically the purpose of Pixar Fest this year. They are trying to remind everyone that, oh, we have a movie coming out in June, and we would like you all to go see it. And that probably is not going to happen, because there is no faith, there's no trust. Families have walked away from the Bob Iger company, and I don't really see them coming back until they actually see changes, which they are not going to see with the present regime still in charge. And that about covers this video. So, as my father told me when I was 18 years old, get out.